Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Power episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we shall be discussing the R. Kelly / Empire episode of Raising Kanan, Season 1, Episode 6. I would say this was the, so for me, I would say so far, this is probably the best episode of the series, and overall, that's not saying much. But I actually got some positives that I want to share. How about y'all? Chris, how you think this rates compared to the season so far?
I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, I wanted a little bit more action myself, but for what it was straight mostly. You know, I did like the fact, I felt, man, that stupid superintendent that was trying to get after Kanan's mom and be like, oh yeah, come along. I'm like, well, you dumbass.
So we'll get into the details. We'll get into the details.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I want you to overview.
I like that whole thing because I knew how that was going to go down, and it went exactly the way I thought it was going to go down. Even though I thought she was going to be the one that was going to do it, but I really liked it. The music was on point. You can never go wrong playing. The moment I heard PM Dawn, I was like, oh, there's going to be some loving scenes going on. I was like, and sure enough, Kanan was at his girl's place, and I did like the fact, even with music, I thought it was awesome that they played Uptown Anthem by Naughty by Nature, which is from the Juice soundtrack. I thought it would have been even better if, as they're playing that song, you have Omar Epps walk in. I thought, that might have been too much, but that would have been a nice little Easter egg, like, hey, that was from Juice, but anyway. But
all right, Stacey. Oh, what'd you think?
I thought it was okay. I wasn't like super excited, but it wasn't bad.
All right, Kim.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked the music. I thought the fashion was really on point. I mean, a couple of parts they could have skipped, but overall, it was a pretty good episode.
Yes. There's a lot of skipping that could have happened. There's a lot of things that should have been in it. A lot of things that should not have been in it. But I want to talk, as you know, at least for me, I spend a lot of time shitting on this show. But I want to start with the positives. I want to start with the positive with this, like we did with the Shy. We did the positives, and then we moved on to that bullshit. All right. So with the positive, I want to start. This show is called Raising Kanan, and I want to start with Kanan. Finally, I saw Kanan Stark kind of come out. Like I saw when he took the education / racism that Symphony gave him about New York and the fact how white people, barely just come to the gas stations and run outside of New York because they're scared of the black people that they trapped inside the projects. He took that knowledge and said, how can I use it to sell drugs? Yes. And I was like, you actually made a legit drug move right here. And he went to the one family member that he somewhat thinks is responsible, which is different what he said in episode 1, when he said this Marvin never misses an opportunity to miss an opportunity, but he still said Marvin's the one I'm gonna give this great idea to.
But that was grown Kanan who said that, not little Kanan.
So he hasn't gotten to the point where he realizes that Marvin ain't shit. Okay, even though the brother and sister already see that. But anyway, But Marvin went with it, right? He was like, Mom said I gotta stay. Sis said I gotta stay away from you. But in the end, he was like, let's make that move, right? So I thought that was genuine, actual something. This is what I signed up for. Like this is why, as relates to Kanan trying to become the drug dealer that one day would be something. I thought that was cool. But what y'all think?
Yeah, I thought it was a good idea.
I like, and that being said, though, the Power Universe has done selling drugs at a club several times, has done selling drugs at school for some damn reason. Like that's a new idea. I thought the gas station idea was legit if they actually bought the gas station. Like to have random dudes sitting outside with stuff in their pockets, handing it to customers, looks suspicious. Like this is still something that would draw law enforcement attention to me. But if they were like, we don't need the bodega, we don't need the projects. Like, we can use a gas station, make some money selling gas, and make some money selling drugs on the inside. Like, I think that it could grow into something like a legit / drug business. I think it's a good idea. But I think right now Marvin's just thinking they're gonna stick some corner boys outside the gas station and try to offer crack while people are getting their gas. Like, that seems silly as fuck. But
It actually happened though.
I think that's standard procedure.
That actually happened.
I was like, I've never had anybody. Okay, you got to be at the right gas station.
You got to be at the right gas station.
You do.
My fault.
You do.
My fault. So
yeah, I stumbled across the wrong part of town, and yeah.
No, I mean, shoot, the gas station near me, I mean, well, they only just deal with weed, but I mean, you go in the front, I mean, you know what the kids are doing, you know.
All right.
Especially if you try to go in, they say, hey man, I got what you need, you know, but that's just not, it's weird. I actually got used to that. But
I've never been in such an opportunity. So it's interesting that, all right, so this is
now you look like a cop, so they ain't gonna ask you.
Like,
I was gonna say, yeah, the glasses, the you know, you probably wear polo shirts a lot, you know.
You look official.
Somebody says I have not been to jail anytime soon. But it was
You've been there. You just on the other side.
I was snitching. I was the one snitching because I got the glasses. So
okay, Scrappy.
So we will get
too soon.
I like. Anyway, I thought that was good. This is supposed to be about Kanan. This is supposed to be about Jukebox. I like the scene at the club. I like the fact that for once we got a cousin trying to support cousin scene. He apologized for threatening her, which he shouldn't have did in the first place. Like, what kind of relationship is that? But he's the one that got her out. I thought it was good, but the show has failed to line up enough scenes to justify it, to show us that he's the one that she goes to for anything, and vice versa. It just seemed to come out of nowhere for Nicole to be like, Kanan, you're the one that's going to get her out this bathroom. Y'all just met, and this is the first time you even said each other's name. So how the fuck does Nicole even know that?
It could be off-screen conversations between Jukebox and Nicole. They sit in the room all the time. You think they're kissing the entire time that they hang out? They got to talk to each other, right?
If they're not kissing, go, Chris. What's up, Chris?
No, I mean, I agree. Like, I figured it was just off-screen type combo right there.
Stacey. Oh, okay.
No comment.
Oh, okay.
So, is she eating? What's she doing?
I don't know what anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. So my problem is we've had 5 episodes with nothing but Nicole and Jukebox. You would think that the writers have some kind of sense that at some point they talk about each other's family, not just the racism or what the fuck ever. And the fact that I'm white and I don't understand why I can't buy you a jacket, some bullshit, that you would think that they would even talk about the families. That it should not have to be off screen. It should have been on screen. Like, it should have been that they at least discussed each other, that Kanan only referred to her as the white girl, I think, in episode 1. And that was to the extent that he mentioned her. Like, they had opportunities. And if they know they're going to lead to this moment, give us something to explain this. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of them kissing each other all the time and singing unnecessarily, how about we actually have some actual character development? So when we get to this moment, it makes sense. And I'm like, I get it for me. But anyway, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're trying to justify the off-screen thing, but that's some on-screen stuff that should have happened, like, for me, I thought. The one thing, the last good thing I will say is that contraception is important.
I knew it. Stacey, you owe me $20. I said that last time.
I got it. Ding, ding.
I knew it. You know what? But this should also quiet you now too, because the writers are aware of condoms. It's just their decision whether to use it or not. Okay. And now that you know that it exists in this world, now you know it exists. Let them be. Some people feel like their pull-out game is very strong. Just let them be. Okay.
I got 2 kids behind pullouts.
So, and that being said, so let's talk about Davina. Davina, who has barely been in this show, who has not been like, hey girl, Kanan, after surviving nothing, actually, it was a fight that broke up, and all of a sudden, Kanan's like, you know what I need right now? Ass. So let's go see Davina. So then she's like, hey, let's just do that. And I love it. It was more tolerable than Effie and Tariq, which made me almost want to throw up. Like the fact that they put their guns away in book 2, it was like, let's pull out the condoms. I'm like, this is the worst shit I've ever seen. But at least they're making an effort to acknowledge they don't want babies, right? Like I'm impressed with that.
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed because I'm sorry, that's a red flag for me. If I'm going to a girl's place and literally there's only there's only one just sitting there, my first question is, okay, how long has that been sitting there that you literally only have one and not even a box right next to it? Or like, I feel like it's a setup. Like usually I'm just thinking, how many niggas have you been with that you just know if another dude comes up, let me act like you're the only one by putting one in there. I'm just, that's just
she had a boyfriend, Buck 20 before Kanan. I mean, people have lives before they meet you.
Oh yeah. You know, I good point on the Buck 20 thing. You know,
or
but,
just in general, Chris,
straight up
that like women have lives before you might want to stop this conversation right now because it's not going to look good for you right now. Like, but one, you're slut shaming this woman for having a life.
Already where I'm at. I already let y'all know I used to be a hoe, so I'm good.
So how about the man brings the condoms? Like if Kane is the one with the dick, like how about he brings something to cover it up before he sticks it into somebody? That's just a thought.
Dude. This probably is this his first time? Is he a virgin?
I think that's the bullshit they're trying to go with right now. I think that's what they're going to go with.
Because if he's a virgin, I mean, well, either two things. If you were a virgin, either you don't have one on you, or you have a condom that was like 4 years old. Like that's usually how it works. If you're a virgin, it's like you have a condom that you it is rare that condoms expire, but he probably had a expired ass condom. You know what I mean?
Let's just say it should have been some kind of effort made on his part. But anyway, she was like, I ain't trying to be a teenage mother. I see how my family turned out. I was happy with that. I was just like, but you know, Kanan is the reason why you have to fuck him and not Buck 20 because, you know, he murdered your boyfriend, which somehow nobody gives a fuck about anymore. But I was like, at least there was some type of, you know, thought besides from the adults. So let's move into what the fuck are we watching? Okay. So after getting into a fight, Lulu and Jessica get into the limo that Lulu rented, not for his cousin, not for his niece, you know, Jukebox, who should have been the center of this, you know, music showcase because she's the center of this show along with Kanan. This is for Famous's sister. Who gives a fuck about Famous or Jessica? But anyway, after seeing her man get in a fight, she licks her hand to lube up herself while they raw dog it in the back of a limo.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's never really happened in real life, right, David?
I'm just saying that happens. How about if you gotta put spit on it, you ain't doing your job. That shit should be ready to go before she starts. You know what I'm saying? Or so I'm
Are you kidding me?
No,
Do you know how human beings are?
So you gotta spit on it. So how about some
hey. In the words of you might want to stop this conversation because
it was fucking ridiculous. So there was some porn level shit to be like, it was bad. He could have licked it first.
Nah,
he could have licked it first, and that would have been fine.
That would have been a little bit too much, okay? And then I mean, this is a real thing. I'm not sure if it's never happened to you, but it happens on occasion.
I don't think it has.
Where you're in the mood and it may not come down as quickly as your body is saying that you want this, and so these things happen. So it didn't take me out of the story. I was like, okay, move on to the next thing. It was no big deal.
Yeah. But you know the fact that no one pulled anything out anyone's pocket. You know for David, that was an issue. See, and I was ready for that too because I was like, okay, here's the deal. If Kanan is a virgin, he ain't got no pull-out game, dude. Of course he's gonna need a condom, right? If you're a grown-ass adult, you've been stroking for at least more than 100 times, bruh. And eventually you start to learn certain things. Now, some people go premature and then they just fuck up. You know what I mean?
Like, what are you talking about right now, Chris? So grown men don't make new babies.
Grown men don't make babies. I'm speaking from experience.
Like, let's not.
I'm just saying, I don't care. But that's a normal guy thing. If you do it several times, you know about pull-out game. Sorry.
I was saying you also know about unwanted pregnancies. So Jessica, she ended up.
Exactly.
But I
pregnant.
think
And
that
then that's
also
why-
too, whoever wrote it was doing that because they were teenagers. This is the only reason why that was shown, the condom. To say, okay, we're showing responsible teens having sex.
But irresponsible
Period. End
adults.
story.
For irresponsible adults. So we'll see when Jessica shows up pregnant. I hope they have some.
She
kind
will
of
be.
Or, but for the record, like unless he got a vasectomy, like Ghost was nutting Angie on a regular basis, and somehow she never ended up pregnant. So I mean, you know, there is some power justification for semen don't work like it does usually. When
well, most of the time you're on birth control, especially a woman of Angela's age would probably have been on birth control for like 15 years. So
we would hope.
Yes.
We would hope. But I was.
But he needs to see it. He needs to see it. If you don't see it, it don't exist. All right.
Oh, so she's got to take her pill with the coffee. Got it.
No. It was a Vitamix. It was like, yo, to make sure that they take it, you put that thing in a Vitamix. And say, hey, here's a smoothie for you.
So,
you know
so
what I mean?
we don't want to go down that road. So I'm just saying, I was of the unnecessary. Let's talk about some unnecessary shit. So then we got Famous, underage, getting his dick sucked. How is this even necessary in any way, shape, or form?
He was gonna die.
Is it necessary?
Me
him
too.
getting his dick sucked before he died.
Me too. I was like, so now with D Wiz, also 15 years old, getting fucked in the club. Now we got Famous getting by some random ass white girl. Why are the white girls always sticking something in their mouth?
I got to tell you, no joke, especially when he was trying to put in the moves on
Nicole.
Homegirls. Okay. For a quick second, I thought that was Homegirl's girl. I thought I was her, and I was like, wait, no, she's wearing a black.
I did too. I blinked and I was like,
what? Like
that
would have been a sense. Like that would have made sense. That would have made the scene necessary. And I would have been like, what the fuck is happening right now?
That would have been like 8 Mile. That's like 8 Mile, where it's like like took M's girl.
No. Jukebox already had her 8 Mile moment. And that's my other thing. Which is like, everybody get together. Let's bring. I was where is Eminem?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Eminem right now?
That's what I mean. Like 8 Mile, his girl, M's girl was sucking off the, you know.
That's right. And I was like, who is this random white girl? Like, you haven't seen Tony. She put a dick in her mouth. They're like, you know what? She's like, she's unnecessary. Now we got who this red. I'm like, why is this necessary? Like, why?
PM Dawn. If you play PM Dawn, if you play PM Dawn, someone's fucking.
Seriously.
It was Famous's night, right? So he's gotta have sex or something.
No, he doesn't. As a 15-year-old, he should be going home. No, he doesn't. Like, he should be having a conversation with Kanan, who's like, why the fuck are you singing about some shit that you didn't even do? Since Kanan, I'm sorry, Curtis Jackson said writing rhymes ain't the same as committing crimes. Did you see what I did there? Yes, motherfucker, Curtis Jackson. I saw what you did there. But Kanan Stark is not a rapper. So shut the fuck up. Like, Kanan should not have said that. Kanan Stark has never busted any rhymes at all, ever. So this is unnecessary. It says Curtis Jackson want to take an opportunity to be that
was get at Drake.
I'm trolling.
That was to get at Drake. I think that was to get at like people like you know what I mean? Get at real life rappers, you know. But I was good with things, dude. Like you talking about early 90s in Brooklyn or whatnot. Yo,
rappers used to do that all the time, though. Rappers still do that. There's a lot of rappers don't live the life that they rap about. It's true, and it was kind of unnecessary that Kanan's voice, the older Kanan, would say that because he was speaking as 50. That didn't make any sense. That was like, what are you doing?
That's what I'm saying.
You came completely out of character and then came back. It was like,
he broke the fourth wall. That was
he did.
That was Deadpool turning into Ryan Reynolds. It's like, hey, you hear me, real rappers? You hear me, Ja Rule? You hear me? Like
Empire.
Yes, Ja Rule,
Empire. I'm like, look here, Lucius Lyon. Let's stay on track. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we get back to the drug dealer? Out the whole club scene was just irritating as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Then I was like, what? You know what we should be seeing? We should be looking at the drug dealer who stopped giving drugs to his partner. So then we got Dean, murdered Smurf. We should have saw that. We should have saw him interrogating this dude to be like, who the fuck did you snitch to? And he goes, Raquel. And then Dean kills this dude. Like, that's what we should be seeing, because that's actually what the show is about.
Well, you mean the one who got murked out at the end, Smurf, right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, there wouldn't have to be no interrogating happening if the moment that he walks into your shop, you already knew the dude sus. You know what I mean? And the test.
Oh, wait. I think you're confusing Scrappy with Smurf.
Well, actually, it was the guy at the end. Okay.
No. Smurf is the bald head. Wasn't he bald headed? I think. Yeah. He was he's Dean's like closest
not anymore
henchman. Yeah.
That guy. That guy. The one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. My bad. Okay.
So I'm like, that's what we should have saw, because that leads to consequences. Like, that leads to Dean saying, Raquel, I'm done with you. Right? Because you also, that should have happened a long fucking time ago, because it was episode 4 that Unique found out that Dean cut them off, because he said, until I found out where the leak is, I'm not fucking with you. But somehow it takes Raquel until episode 6 to go, oh shit, like, we don't have a supplier anymore. What the fuck have you been doing, drug dealer leader? Like, what have you been doing the last couple? You didn't realize you didn't have a supplier.
Small petty moment though, with the whole the Dean situation with Bingo. I get it that her grandma has it. Huh?
Oh,
I'm thinking like you. Well, no, go.
Okay, bro. We're both saying the same thing.
I thought the same thing too. I know what y'all gonna say.
Right. So
but Bingo.
No, yeah, right? Does he cutting off your grandma's thing so you can't hear, but you can hear Bingo, huh?
Grandma got to pay. Grandma got to go. She got to go. Grandma got to go.
What's up, Stacey?
Lip reading. She was reading lips.
Oh, okay. Let's go with that. Let's go with that, because she's like, I was like, this is that bullshit. Like, did y'all? I was like, what is happening right now? He's like, oh, Grandma, what's up, Chris?
You know what? Grandma's going to turn into homeboy in Breaking Bad, who was stuck in a wheelchair. Was it Hector with the belt? And then he wants to turn gangster at the end and getting revenge on him. I think that's Grandma going to be going out gangster too. You'll be like, I know exactly what you've been doing.
You can find out that Dean's responsible for her losing her hearing 10 years ago.
I've been winning, he said, all the money I've been winning from Bingo, my little $50, I've been saving them up. And then I bought a gun with all these little, pop,
I'm disappointed. I'm like, what is happening? Like, Raquel,
I thought you liked the episode. I thought you said
no. I said there was good parts in it, but that's not saying much. All right. Now we're gonna get into that bullshit. Okay. Raquel is a horrible leader. She just by far is. Okay. As we said off screen, she's Tasha. She's fucking Tasha. She talks.
The men do it.
She talks and gets men to do everything. Go back to episode 1, scene 1. She takes Kanan back to fight for himself while she sits there and smokes a cigarette. This is her leadership style. She does nothing herself. And the score is actually 6-1 because Unique is fucking her up on a daily basis. And she does nothing to this man. This show, we said it before, this show should be focused on Unique. Despite his ghetto philosophizing about what is real and what is not real in this episode, being a New Jack City fucking stereotype of the 90s, like it was irritating the fuck out of me. At least he's the only real gangster in this show.
I will say that Rock had a really good line though, like the best line of the whole show.
Please.
When she was talking to Julia in the bodega,
yeah.
And she said if we only moved our lips when our men told us to, we just have a mouthful of dick and nothing to say. Absolutely the truth. So true.
Oh, okay.
I was like, for most men, yes. Because most men, especially back in, and I know it wasn't that long, but it still was. If you think about now and you think about just the 90s and early 2000s, it is completely a different time. Completely.
All right.
So I was like, that is so true. I mean,
it was a great line. It was a great line. But
that was a really good line.
She's done absolutely nothing to stop this poor woman from being beat by her man. Nothing.
Oh, I think that's coming soon, though.
I was gonna say it's coming, but she kind of needs him at the moment. And then
she need to hurry up.
her time.
But this woman's
she's
dead.
She's biting this her time.
she needs to connect. But again, as we talked about in other videos, Tony, who will never be seen again, probably has a connect that they could have looked into. This discussing of a supplier should have happened 2 episodes ago. And we've never even heard about said cousin before. Like, this just happened. Now all of a sudden we're trying to act like this was the conversation that we've known about and that she's going to look into it. But this will be the end of Bodega Owner, because
I was about to ask about the cousin thing. I was like, did I miss an episode on that? I didn't know if I missed
That's what I thought. I thought that, and I went back in my notes and I said, did I note that there was like another connect or something? But there's no other connect. I just know about Dean.
No,
that was it.
These writers are shit. These writers are shit. Like, they just make up shit as necessary to get the story from point A to point B without thinking about where they're going. Like, where is this show trying to get to? Not once has wife or husband mentioned anything about why are we holding your drugs when we could be holding family drugs or something like that, just to mention there's other things out there. Absolutely nothing. And the fact that these writers put in there that, my cousin does not like my husband. Got it. So when said cousin comes up and then he or she finds out that the cousin's being beat by said husband, husband's gone, then magically she's in charge of the bodega, and then the drug supply is going to come. I'm like, predictable and fucking irritating. Like,
I guarantee you that cousin's going to be some sort of like famous Hispanic actor. It's going to be like some not Al Pacino. Who am I thinking? The young dude, the dude who has a twin. He's in a lot of movies and shit. I can see him. He was in Dexter as well in one of the seasons. So, but anyway.
Oh, wait, the one that was he has a twin? The one that was the cop, Batista?
No, not Batista. He said young.
No.
Oh, yeah.
No, matter of fact, they already used him. They already used Batista already.
Yeah, that's right.
They
did,
right, but that was on Power. That was on book 2, right?
Yeah, they can't recycle actors that bad.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because this is a prequel, they could reuse. Oh, snap.
Let's not do that. Even stays like, let's not do that. But Raquel, okay. So Raquel, I was okay. Let's talk about ladies. I'm asking you, right? Because I don't wear high heels, so I'm asking you, if you're wearing high heels and you walk up 8 flight of stairs, when you go back to said building, are you going to be wearing high heels again, knowing that you got to go upstairs?
Well, I'm going to say this. Have you looked at Rock? I mean, she's not going to be wearing tennis shoes. I'm just going to say that. She's probably not going to wear flats either. It's more about the look than her comfort. That I've known women like this. I have a sister like this. It's about the look.
When these women are about to have a meeting with a man who's at least 2 times your size, you're going by yourself to a man who's already said, basically, when I say alone, I mean, we gonna be fucking. I
didn't understand why she went alone. That didn't make any sense to me.
He just had to do his hand signal thing. Okay.
I'm like, because the dialogue was so ridiculous that this man is like, we're going to meet alone. And when I mean alone, I mean us two. Bitch, what does alone mean to you? Tyler Perry should have wrote this shit, and he should have been like, we gonna be doing this, girl. Do you understand? And like, yes, I do. Like, that's how ignorant that
Tyler Perry does that. Tyler Perry actually does.
You got to see some bullshit.
Ew.
He might as well. Dog, when a hit dog be howling. Anyway, so I'm saying so.
Well, I'll say this about the heels thing, literally, if you watch the compilation video of, I know some nigger ass shit, but the little crate, the milk crate challenge, whatever. You see one homegirl, she's walking around, literally she's in the high heels. She completes the whole crate challenge, and all these niggas wearing nothing but sneakers can't even do it. High heels, bro.
Again,
you lower the surface tension against the milk crates, that way you can make it over there, because it's not a flat surface. So it's like when you're tiptoeing.
Women walk better on their toes because we can wear heels. We walk on our toes. We actually drive with our toes. Men drive with their foot. Women drive with their toes. It's
faster. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because when you pay, because I was a late driver, I didn't start driving until I was 30 because I'm a New Yorker, so I found ways to get around Maryland and DC. It's just that something that came to me when I was learning that I used to watch my ex-husband and his entire foot is, driving, right? But for women, it's more comfortable for us to use our toes. So that's really what it is.
But when Raquel knows she's about to go to this meeting and she decides to wear her club outfit by herself,
look good though. She look good,
but it's ignorance. Like, you do know what you're about to walk into, right? Like, you know that you're supposed to be an experienced criminal / hardcore, like something, but you should know better. She has a gun and a wad of money, and she pulls out the money, not the gun first. To be like, one, you don't talk to me like that. Two, we're gonna do this construction the way I said it, or you're not walking out of here. Like,
my thing is, if you want to give him money, why didn't you do that at the beginning? Like if you like, to be honest, I really thought she was going to show up there and like make it look like she's putting the moves on him, and then put the gun to his face and say, "Now I got you." You know what I mean? But the fact that she led with the money made me think, like, then couldn't you have started off with that already? You know?
And you could have wear some comfortable clothes for this shit.
Why are you worried about her outfit? Because she was fabulous. Let her be fabulous.
She's gonna always, you gotta get used to it, David. She's gonna be always fabulous.
It wasn't like she was gonna get in a fist fight in an MMA style battle with the dude. She was just she should have came with the gun, yes. But then on the flip side, if he knew and asking around about her being a drug dealer, shouldn't you know that she's dangerous and she got 2 brothers and niggas gonna kill you for fucking with her?
I agree with the latter part, not the first part, because he easily got overpowered her. I mean, like, and I'm saying, so this is actually,
but she got people that'll come and beat your ass or kill you.
And she should have sent Marvin up front. Like, she shouldn't even have showed up. Like,
Marvin should have came instead of her, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
Marvin should have been like, I'm here, you know.
Yeah, or Ken with her, like, you know what I mean, like, or because you're right. Yeah, because you're right. Like, someone would have came for her, or came after him, but only after he had his way with her. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm like, this, she should have known better. Like, Monet is a better leader. As a woman leader, drug dealer, whatever, Monet Tejada is better than fucking Raquel. Okay, like when her Connect tried to kill her at the end of season in Power Book 2, she killed that dude like very easily and moved on because she knows that violence only ends with violence. You know what I'm saying? Like Raquel, actually she's sitting at home shaking and shit, and I get that she's shook up, but that's her fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, she put herself in that situation and should have known much better. Marvin coming in and fucking that dude up, we should have saw that. Like, to me, I wanted Kanan there. This is an opportunity. Like, if afterwards she says, Marvin, go handle this, Kanan is around, Kanan watches this man who tried to assault his mother get fucked up.
Yeah.
And he helped.
I have a question. I'm sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Good.
Oh, no, I was just saying one of the things I thought was kind of weird too was the fact that he came off so strong to her, even after he said he did research on her and found out she was a drug dealer. Well, if you knew, well, I don't know what level of Google search that he did. Well, there was no Google search, sorry. But whatever level of search that he did and saw that she was a drug dealer, if you saw she was a big queen pin, are you dumb? Are you stupid? In the words of Remy Ma, are you dumb or just stupid? Like, or both? Like, what are you doing? Like, I just thought for him, like, what, like, you admitted that she's a drug dealer, which means you know that she's a big deal, and you at that point you better make sure she's dead. Like, that's the only way you can do it, is make sure you killed her.
But you still, like I said, you know she has.
But
brothers.
That's why he lunged after her. That's why he was trying to choke her. He was trying to kill her, but he was actually trying to subdue her, I think.
He did more research. He did more research on her than fucking Tejadas did about Tariq. Like, and they had Google. And they had
Google. And
that's what they're like, oh shit, we can't figure out who this family is. I'm so confused. Like, he's just a college student, right? No, he's not. He's the son.
We know what you think about him.
But what about Marvin? Okay. And now this is the dumbest thing, in my opinion. Why would you put the inspector in the wall of the projects, understandably, projects smell like piss and shit and collard greens. Okay, not against any. I know about the projects. I've actually lived in one for a couple of months. It's not the best place to live.
I love
but
that.
it smells. It has different smells.
Exactly.
This is a dead body that's going to be rotting in the walls. Someone's gonna call the city.
Yeah.
They're gonna come inspect. What happens then?
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, the smell. I'm like, yo, someone's been watching too much The Wire.
Right.
You know, but at least in the case of The Wire, these were abandoned houses. So they were abandoned. You were going to put people in here, and you have rotten corpse behind the thing. I
don't know who came up with that. That's dumb.
That was dumb. Even what's up, Stacey?
It was creative, but that's it. It was just that was just creative and also dumb. Oh, sorry.
They could have put lime on them to stop the smell.
That's right. Just a little bit. Like it was a kitchen, right? Oh, like
put a little pine tree. Put a little pine tree thing on his ear.
No, like lime,
lime.
No, I know. I'm saying put one of those little air fresheners.
Put some air fresheners on them. What's that Silence? What's that Silence of the Lambs? No, seven. He put the little car fresheners. He put the car fresheners on the guy he had rotting for over a year. Like vicious. But you remember when Kanan cut out that dude's tongue for talking shit about Tommy?
Mm-hmm.
This would have been the moment. This would have been the moment where he would have been like, "Hey, Kanan, let me." It's not, rational people wouldn't do this, but he would be like, "Hey, Kanan, let me show you what we do with people who fuck with our family." Like he could have cut that dude's tongue out, all right, and then put it in his hand and put him in the fucking wall, and then we could be like, "Oh, that's where, like, this is the kind of shit this is how Kanan grew up. Like, this is why he turned into the dude that he was. Like, this could have been an opportunity, and we should have seen that instead of the unnecessary fucking." Okay. So
when he said when she said to him and said, "Hey, turn him into a meal," I thought that meant it was like they're gonna cut off the body parts and throw them in the water for the fishes to eat them. Like turn them into a meal, but I guess it's for the rats in the wall, maybe.
I don't even know what. I thought the writers took it back to Pulp Fiction at some point to be like, "I'm gonna get beef on your ass." Like I thought like they were trying to like kind of harness that like that scene, And then I thought I was like that would have been awesome. I know this is probably been far since we're talking about penises in the sense of in the sense of like famous like got his dick sucked or whatever. I would like to see, like, for a sexual graphical content, I'm like, what are we gonna get with this? I would have wanted said fucking hold up. I got it. So Marvin cutting off said man's penis and sticking it in his mouth and being like, "You don't touch my sister," and then put him in the wall. The nail
you
in
wanted
the
to
head,
see that.
huh?
Oh, he should have nailed his penis to his forehead.
There you go. And call him a dickhead.
Hey.
Man, I'm good. So I was like, that's how it should have been. That's how it should have been. I mean, if you watch the Spartacus, they don't give a fuck. Like, don't act like STARZ don't go there. STARZ absolutely goes there. All right. And Kane and Marvin should have got medieval on this man for trying to rape his sister. Right. You can't. And so no, you be like, no problem. I love the Dexter part of it. I love how he's sitting up there trying to have a conversation with this dude and he's killing. I was like, this is Dexter Morgan. Like, you know what, man? I'm just trying to do the right thing with my family. Like, they don't listen to me. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, you about to die, but you know what I mean, right? Like, that's the psycho that Kanan was. That's the psycho that Kanan was. Like, how do we get Kanan, soft-ass Kanan that he is right now, to the Marvin level? Like, but at least more competent in how he does.
Maybe episode 2. Season 2.
I'm saying. I'm like, but they're missing so many moments to get there. Like, they could be laying the foundation for this stuff right now. I thought.
Yo, he just lost his virginity this episode, man. He's just growing up. Give him a second. He just popped his own freaking dick cherry or whatever you call that version of it. You know what I mean? It's like, come on.
And this is another missed opportunity they're going to miss. Next episode will not be Kanan talking to Jukebox going, guess what? It will be him and Famous, man to man, throwing hand, or Marvin or some shit. It will be another missed opportunity to build the relationship between cousins. Absolutely. They will not use this as a way to talk.
How do we even get to Kanan and what's her name screwing when she snitched on him Just last episode. Like, did he forget all of that? Did she forget all of that?
So to your point, Raquel forgot the fact that someone snitched at all. Like, none of them are making any effort to figure out how their stash house got hit. None of them. And Kanan don't want to believe that it was her. So that's why. I mean, he don't. That's why he was fighting with Jukebox.
Yeah, but she knows she did that because she was mad at him.
Yes.
But then she gave him some ass.
Well,
Like, I don't.
Love is complicated, Stacey.
How is she in love with him though? I don't understand. Your boo just died like 4 episodes ago.
Exactly.
Now you're in love with Kanan?
Rebound. That's true. She needs someone to hold her.
Again, writers are shit. Like it doesn't make any sense about any of this. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about murders. So then we got Detective Burke. All right. So
why do we have Detective Burke?
Because
I need her to be gone. It irritated the snot out of me every time I saw her. And then I want to understand, how do you sit in a car and look at 2 teenage girls who were just being silly and just laughing with each other and assume that they're gay?
And she's gay and she knows that look.
Right, but it wasn't, what's a gay, well, maybe because I'm not gay, I didn't see a look. I just saw 2 teenagers just having fun at the bus stop.
If you watch the L Word, it's almost like they can just sense themselves like the Force. Like they just walk around like.
Is it a smell? Is it a sniff? Are you sniffing?
Yeah, there's a aura about that.
That's what it is. It was so irritating. That was irritating for her to even speak to Jukebox. I was like, what are you talking to her for?
It was. What detective work did they do to tie fucking D-Wiz to her in the first place? I'm like,
none.
What? And then hold up though. So the meeting with the captain, like this is important, right? So the meeting with the captain, where he's like, hey, Howard, who's been work for 25 years, has not come to work today, so therefore you gotta go take care of yourself. He doesn't ask questions like, what's the status of the Buck 20 murder? What's the status of the D-Wiz murder? What's the status of the obvious murder that happened at the stash house that you were investigating? What the fuck are you doing to earn your money in any way, shape, or form as a cop? None of that is brought up. But instead, she's like, I'm gonna go talk to this little girl, and then all of a sudden, you know what? Again, another missed opportunity. It should have been Kanan, Nicole, and Jukebox out there handing out the flyers to help Jukebox get her opportunity to shine, not Famous, because Famous is not her cousin. Famous doesn't matter. Like, it's Jukebox's aspiring music career that's kind of supposed to be the foundation for this show. Like, this is a bonding moment. And then that could lead to Nicole telling Kanan at the end of in this episode, you're the one that can get her out the bathroom, because they actually, spend some time together. They actually know each other a little bit. Like, why is Kanan doing nothing to help it? And also Lulu. Lulu is more worried about Jessica and Famous than he was about Jukebox just getting her stuff together for the music thing. I'm like, it's just so many, it's just so many missed opportunities with this. I think that's true. That would have been a better idea than Famous and her doing the song. It would have been better if it was Kanan and her doing the song, or at least collaborate doing something and putting them together so that they have to be together in order to, as cousins. Yeah, if they were handing out the flyers, and ultimately, I'm saying Jukebox should have been the main act. It should have been Jukebox featuring, with Famous in the back. And it should have been Kanan trying to help her get her message out. Like, they're making it too much about Famous, who really doesn't matter in the big scheme.
He's gonna die. That's why.
So to that, I'm totally surprised Nicole did not die this episode. I just knew that was the whole reason.
Wait a minute, though.
She's gonna be Wanda.
She's gonna be a crackhead.
She's gonna be Graydon.
Let me tell y'all. When I saw what's his name?
Crown Commotion.
Whatever his name is. Quincy. His name is Quincy. That's what his mama named him. Anyway. When I saw him do that, let me tell y'all, I know this is going to sound really bad, but when I was pregnant, I was 17, I was pregnant with my older son. His father had become a crackhead. I didn't know this, okay? Because I didn't know what crack was. I didn't know what was going on. So he used to smoke weed. So I was sitting on his lap one day and he was sitting in the kitchen and he rolled weed, right? But then he took a vial out and he put the little pebbles in it just like that. And I was like, boom. Like, and when I was watching it, I was like, that's how he did it. And he sat there and he smoked it in front of me. And I was like, wow, people really did. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God.
Say it happened to him, right?
Huh?
DMX said that happened to him. Somebody, he thought it was weed, but it had crack in it. And that's how he got cool.
Yeah, that's what, yeah. And that, you know, that's, when I think about that he was, first off, he was like 13, 14 when that happened to him. And it was an older man that was like almost in his 30s that did that to him. That is devastating. That man would still be here, the genius that he was. I know we're off topic.
No. But you showing this show has some type of credibility.
But Nicole, definitely, that's it. It's over.
Maybe that's where they're going with it. I'm hoping that there's some meaning. There was some meaning to her being hers again. More love scene after a fight. For her to be in the bus to be like, I'm rapping. I want to be with you. I was like, what the fuck? What? But I'm like, at least this is a couple that's supposed to matter. Like this is a couple. I'm like, so I'll let that slide. Like I'm like, so you say she's like, I need a little bit. I just need to find Crown. Can I get a little bit? So you think gay the Detective Burke is what's gonna help Jukebox like somehow think maybe I should be a gay cop some point? Like you think this relationship is actually gonna matter?
No, I think that Jukebox is gonna become a cop for her because she's gonna get away with stuff and it'll help her family.
Thank you for family. I love that Marvin was like, that's my daughter right there. I was like, you didn't actually tell her that or been at home at all to know that her girlfriend is. I just knew Marvin was gonna walk in. When they were sitting up there together in her room, I thought Marvin was going to come home because he's an actual parent, but never mind. I was a little irritated that, and maybe it's perspective, you know. So I was that Jukebox just assumed that the reason why Nicole's mom was so mad was racism, as opposed to the fact that there was a child humping her child like in front of her house, which is why she would be mad at anybody, gender, race, or otherwise. But you know that just could be perspective. You mentioned age and stuff. So yeah, let's get to the R. Kelly situation in this episode. So when, again, Captain tells Burke, her partner, who has been on the force for how long? 25 years. How old is Kanan? 15.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even put that together.
So Howard, Detective Howard, after doing some math, he joined the force in 1966. Because somebody in the comments were having that discussion. I was like, after I figured out Raquel was fucking a 20-year-old, then the question becomes, how old was Howard when he was fucking this teenager?
Oh no.
He was 26. He was 26 to 27 when he was fucking a 15 to 16-year-old. This man will now be referred to as Detective R. Kelly from now on in these videos.
I had no idea that's why you called it R. Kelly. I thought you said R. Kelly because they did allow him.
No, either.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
Yes. This man is longing over the teenager he was fucking when he was still a cop. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe she lied. Did she lie about her age? Maybe we gotta find that out.
He's a cop. He can figure that out.
Right.
Was he a cop then at 26?
Yes.
25 years ago, yes.
Yes. Which means he knew exactly when DEF CON went to jail. He probably helped out with the investigation. And maybe that's how he started fucking the teenager. Because he was like, hey, I'm trying to get to DEF CON's lady or DEF CON. And sometimes you got to go after the lady.
Right. Remember what we asked? It was like, well, why would he be screwing the girlfriend of somebody who's at that level? Mm-hmm. He's a cop.
Right. There you go. So he was investigating and his dick just went too far. He's a pedophile. Like he was fucking a teenager, and therefore I don't care if he dies of cancer. Like I really don't.
Oh, but did you guys notice that Omar Epps is method now because he's actually losing weight? Did anybody notice?
Oh, I did.
His face became slimmer.
I did not know that.
And they showed him up to here, but all of this is much smaller, like his face and this. And then when he walked away, you could tell maybe his pants were looser because they're trying to show the weight loss.
Oh yeah.
But his pants were much baggier.
You say he's method. You say So he's
Yeah,
method
he's
for this
method.
role.
Like when you actually become the character.
Well,
Yeah,
no, I understand. No, I understand what method means. I mean, but this is. Let's be real. This is STARZ. Omar, calm down, dude.
It's Omar. It's Omar.
It is Omar, but I mean, unless is he getting this? I mean, all right. If he's getting the same amount of money he's getting loving basketball, then okay, but all right, like okay.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is.
All right, there you go.
So also inconsistencies. So when Kanan is getting his haircut fake as fuck, but whatever. So when Raquel is faking the action, I was like, what is happening? Why is this even happening? Why are we doing this? Because this is a family drama about a single mother raising her child.
Because it's shy. Because of Brandon.
And she's like, baby, are you when were you gonna tell me you were picked up by the cops? Oh, mom, I'm sorry. I should have told you. Well, who came to get you? Your boyfriend. What? I shall break up with him immediately because he's coming to kill me and my child. Because I told him a couple episodes ago, foreshadowing, nothing will come between me and my child. So what did that cop say to you? Well, he said he used to love him years ago. What the? No, he didn't. No, he did not. He did not actually not say that. He said, I knew your mom years ago. But Kanan either added some stuff on purpose or these writers are shit. Like one of those two are the case, because that's not what Howard said to him. But
maybe Kanan is kind of feeling something's happening, something's going on with him.
Then show us that he's smart. Show that he's actually doing this on purpose to get his mom to admit to something. She's like, so did he say anything else? Like he made, and then she's like, did you ever wonder, Mama, I can't tie a tie. Oh, I said, okay, baby, I don't know how to do it either.
That happened to me. That did happen to me one time with my older son. It did.
Did you immediately know how to tie it? Because she did.
I did not. I did not know how to do it. But I really didn't.
But I understand that. But she was like, I don't know, baby. Well, wow, it's magic. And they're like, you think DEF CON would have did this?
I tried to figure it out though. I did try. I did all types of silly stuff, and then I was like, you just have to wait till we get to the function. And then I asked someone to help me.
I mean, it was the family moment, but then she's like, would you wanted a man around to help you do this shit? The proper response should have been High Post was around, and he could have showed. These fuckers have not even watched their own show. You mentioned a man that was so in Kanan's life. He said, that's the only man I know, and I liked him. It's like, who wrote the pilot to this shit?
Well, how long was he in his life though? Was it come from a baby? Only 2 years.
It was this man got his mom into the game. I liked it. He was significant. Like he was, but I'm saying, but both of them act like the only man who's ever been in their life is DEF CON, and he just magically disappeared.
DEF CON was never there.
That's what I'm saying.
Was never there.
That's what I'm saying.
He never had her in the trap house. How?
All of this is a lie. Yeah, that's true. All of that is a lie, but I'm not sure why she's lying.
And if High Post is the one that got her into the game, DEF CON never had anything to do with that.
Right. Why is she lying? Is she trying to lie because
is she lying, or do the writers think we're stupid?
Oh.
I mean, it's the latter, because she's not a real person. So like clearly the writers are fucked. Like it doesn't make any sense. Damn it. I'm like, and it's like, again, Kanan, the super smart kid that could have went off to, to choke and did something with his life, can't do basic math to go, my daddy was a 20-year-old drug, just something to be like, Mom, like, this is a good situation.
Yeah, I did the math on my birth certificate. Like, my parents got married in October and I was born in April, and I was like, you were already pregnant? Ooh.
Or daddy wasn't even around, said DEF CON. And if he thinks that this detective was somehow banging his mom and he starts doing some math again, he may be like, this man was a grown-ass man boning you. Like, there's so many reasons. Like, I mean, come on. Come on. Like, do better. Do fucking better. Chris had to go. But we appreciate it. Yeah, I couldn't, like, the R. Kelly situation is a bit much. Like the unnecessary empire shit going on with the music thing was a bit much. I mean, and why was Unique trying to kill Lulu of all members of the family?
I don't think he was trying to kill Lulu. He understood that Scrappy would not let him be killed.
Okay.
So they were testing him.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that was
All right.
total setup.
Okay, all right. Because I was like, that made like no absolute. Why didn't Unique, who again asked the logical question, how did my stash get stolen? How did my shipment get stolen? Why didn't he fucking torture, like Scrappy to get that answer? Like that would have been a good thing. Or show that when Dean killed Smurf, that he told Unique, hey, we figured it out. It was Smurf and it was Raquel. But Unique was like, I'm gonna kill all of y'all. I don't know which one of y'all motherfuckers did it, but all y'all can get it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? And like, he never got an answer. But as again, true gangster, this man robbed Raquel. His man got killed in the process of that, and Unique still sought vengeance and beat the shit out of Scrappy and tortured him, and then threw him in his drawers on her doorstep. Like, this should be the focus of this show. Raquel should have been killed a long time ago. Like, she's not good at this at all. Like, she can't protect herself or her crew. Like, she is not. And then all of a sudden they got people. How is Marvin picking up people? All of a sudden they got a crew? Like, where were they at when Marvin by himself had to move the entire operation and he had to go get fucking his nephew? Now they got random street dudes just hanging around, just be like, oh, hey guys, why don't y'all get in the van? They have a van. Why was he driving his own car when you have an office van with people who can drive it? What is happening? Like, fuck me, man. Like, do better. Like, do better. And Howard needs to be arrested before the show's over.
Arrested?
Sex with a 15-year-old.
He has to get his bone marrow first.
Yes.
And then, wait. Did you see the doctor's face when she's like, you another black man with a child you don't know about? Like, that's all I felt. That she was like, damn, all black men are like this. Y'all just make babies, don't you? He's like, maybe I may or may not have made a child somewhere. You know how our dicks do. We don't know. I was like, another statistic, bro. I was like, fuck, man.
Happens every day.
I was like, dude, underage babies and having sex with underage kids. Like, Howard, you are shit. Like, there you go. I feel better.
I guess I'm a statistic because I met my son's father at 16 and a half.
No, I'm just
and
saying.
I had my son at 17. So I get he
was he 25? Was he 25?
He was 21.
Oh, well, he's not 25 though. So I'm gonna let it slide. At 27, he should know better.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. Can we agree on that? Like, we ain't trying to make nobody feel bad. But you 27-year-old and a law enforcement.
I don't feel bad at all.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't trying to be like that. I'm like, but you 27-year-old law enforcement official, you a piece of shit.
Yeah, but there was a lot of that going on.
Still is. They know
in the 70s, as far as I know, 70s, 80s, 90s, it still happens. Right?
That's what I'm saying. There's no age. Like, men will continue to be men and take advantage of young women. That's sad to say.
But also now women are doing it with men, but people are not. The only one that judge women for younger men are other women.
Yeah, that's also true.
That's ridiculous. It's like, how come men can do it but women can't do it?
Yeah, you know what? You mean the other way around? I think. Like, it's almost socially acceptable. It's almost socially acceptable for a woman to do it. Like, it's like they may go to jail, but the story is very, very different. It's like woman has sex with a child or with a teenager. Like, it was a mutual relationship. Just one of them had to be over age. If it's the other way around, a man was a predator that went after said woman. And I was like, either way, R. Kelly should be in jail and Howard should be in jail. One of them already is. So there you go. Music is still on point. I do. You're right.
Yeah, the music was really good.
What's up with the dude with the fro? Is he a real singer?
That hair was nice though. It was, and then the other guy who had it, like, it was tilted, like he was in the audience and it had the part and it was tilted this way. He looked, and Famous's outfit. Oh my gosh. Famous outfit was fantastic.
I was like, how's he affording this shit? Like, can we be this family? Like, did Lulu pay for that too? Lulu is dropping money on everything.
Yeah.
And then Jessica's like, baby, you in charge. She should be like, that's why I'm fucking you. Because you're the one paying for all this stuff. Because if Crown was the one paying for my brother to be in the studio, I'd be fucking him.
Yes.
So it's whatever can get me from point A to point B.
Yes.
And that happens to be you. Again, running from a fight gets sex, but jumping on top of you in a wannabe drive-by don't get sex. Like that licking crotch section should have happened in episode 1. Like that would have made sense. Like, cause she almost got killed. Like that, I would have been like, oh, okay. Like every action movie, the hero gets it after they save someone. Go back to Bad Boys when they had the fight in the bar, and then old girl went home with Martin Lawrence. She was about to bone Martin Lawrence because she was like, it's guns, and I was excited, and things are happening in my body. And Martin was like, I'm married. I can't do that. But I'm like, that's what happens. I was like, I get that. But this episode, I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? They have a quota. They just have a quota. Somebody got to be fucking this episode. They're like, who's next? They're on the call sheet. Marvin needs to get it. Well, Marvin did his. I'm sorry. So it's Lulu's turn to show his ass, literally. And then you know what I'm saying? But like he's next in line. Just like Marvin did it for, like Raquel did it. Then Marvin did it. Now Lulu's doing it. But they're gonna work through the family.
Yes.
Right.
They're not gonna show Jukebox and Nicole though.
Not to that extent. They've done a little bit kissy.
Or Kanan and Davina.
Hey, because they're supposedly 15s. So that's not okay. Because they made sure you knew Tariq was 18 before he got the ass. They're like, happy birthday.
But they did not show him. They didn't show the bodies.
Shirt came off. That bird chest. They got that bird chest. I thought young Kanan was gonna take his shirt off at least, but I guess when you're 15, that's not okay. You're supposed to play a 15-year-old, I guess. But like when you playing at least an 18-year-old, he's like, let me show this bird. I'm like, let's not do that. Let's just fade to black.
Yeah, because that chest was definitely a bird chest.
I was like, son. Like,
I'm gonna need during the break. I'm hoping that he did a couple of pull-ups and push-ups, and I'm hoping Method Man was like, son, let me help you out. Let me get you. Let me show you how you do it. Yes,
like,
because Method Man is definitely on point.
But even then, he was like, I gotta get it. Even Shane was like, I gotta get it right because I want to be naked on screen one day.
Yes.
And I was like, good work, Shane.
Yes.
All right. Anyway. All right. Before we go, Stacey, anything else for the show?
No. Is Symphony dead? Is he gone, Symphony?
Oh. Nah, he'll be back.
I hope not. Just let him go.
Nah, they put too much. This is that classic Angie. You know, somebody else said how could Davina fuck Kanan? Don't forget Olivia Pope, who thought Fitz murdered her mother in the air, gave up the ass after he said, I bought you this house. And panties fell off immediately. She was like, you know what? Shit happens, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's let the past in the past. So,
That's what Tyler Perry was doing. Remember the girl on the oval that's in the woods that she said she was making jam?
Oh, yeah.
I was like, he was watching Scandal.
Oh, yeah. He definitely watched. Yeah, he watched that shit. It's like sad. Anyway, Kim, anything else for this episode?
No, I actually liked it. I just thought there were certain parts with Detective Burke. I didn't really need to see Howard either. I didn't need to see Jukebox and Nicole hanging out in the room. It's like it's like time is wasting with these scenes. Like there could be other things in the scene that I do want to see. Like I didn't need to see all of that. But other than that, yeah, Nicole, I really feel bad for Nicole because she is definitely gonna get turned out. Like Jukebox is gonna be heartbroken because she is gonna become a stone cold crackhead. And when you say that they do that, she's gonna be doing that a lot.
A lot. That's rough. Like, you. So if that's, but again, that would make.
But we know how crack turns people, like a light switch.
No, I understand. I'm saying, but you would think that would make Jukebox turn away from that type of life. Like I don't see how that would. I mean, I'm sure she's gonna end a bad end. Like Nicole is not walking away from this, right? One way or the other. But I'm saying, but it has to be something that like tragic that I think that will push her to be Jukebox to be more mad and to be the heartless person that she is. And if Nicole's the one that gets her there, if that's her turning point as a point, but it's not gonna go well for her. I thought she was gonna die here, or at least some died in projects. But she did exactly what she said. She did exactly what we said she was going to do. I'm running away from my family. I'm gonna come be with you, baby. And she got that shit. She got that. Oh, am I going to? I'm sure you're gonna say I'm going too far. But when upstairs, when random ass black dude was trying to get with Jessica, and then tried to get with Nicole, and then Jessica says, "Go get one of the hood rats because like we ain't that type, of woman up here or whatever," and then immediately gives his child drugs. But I was like, I was like, is she like, what kind of hood rats are you referring to? Like black women or just whatever, or just like, because I'm like, I see a white woman and a Latino woman to be like, yeah, you get one of those up because we ain't that kind of woman. And then Jessica is that type of woman. But I mean, I was like, maybe I'm taking this too far. Like
I mean, like weed is, people don't really consider weed like drugs, right?
It's the crack,
even then, back then, like now, especially nobody considers it drugs.
No, true. But the crack is the
crack going into it. I was like,
when she saw the crack and she was like, "Here you go, little girl," like that was probably wrong. What?
Should have been like, no.
Who should have been like that?
Jessica. Like Jessica saw him. This is what girls are supposed to do for each other, and we're supposed to protect each other, even if we don't know each other. We're supposed to be there for each other. When we see something that's happening, taking advantage of someone, we're supposed to be like, wait a minute, no, don't do that. Especially she's younger than her.
Yes,
she's younger. So why didn't she just don't do that? She didn't. She let it go. So Jessica's a piece of shit.
She is, man. She a bird, man. She a bird.
She's by herself.
I just ain't impressed. All right, guys. That's the video. What'd you think of it? Are you happy where the show is going? I don't know why you would be, but if you are, please let us know in the comments. If you're still watching, thank you. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. You can like on the video, you can comment on the video, share the video. We'll see you next week, right? We're gonna finish the show out either way. We got season 2 coming. But yeah, it got on my damn nerves. And Detective R. Kelly, we will see how that story turns out if the cancer gets to him. I don't know. Don't care. I don't give a fuck about him no more. I was actually trying to be sympathetic, but he's a molester.